There's a news from S&P Global in 2023 September. That's a report from IEA, International Energy Agency. In the report, they said biofuel output will maybe delay the net zero emission target in 2050. In this news, most thing I'm interested in is IEA. They said biofuel demand for road transportation will peak around 2040, but demand for ocean shipping and aviation will keep growing. That's the chart in the report. From this chart, the transportation by road biofuel will peak in 2035 or 2050, but the share in shipping, that means ocean shipping and aviation, will keep growing. That means the overall biofuel will keep growing. Let's try to listen to the news.
Global biofuel output lags in race to achieve net zero emissions targets, IEA. Author Adifir Kondalamahanti Sunyak Pandi highlights biofuel demand for road transport to peak by 2040. Need to broaden feedstock base to increase supply. Biodiesel production rising 9% per year, Energy Agency says. Biofuel production globally is not progressing fast enough for the global energy sector to reach net zero emissions of carbon dioxide by 2050, the International Energy Agency said September 26 in its updated net zero roadmap, with availability of feedstocks and food, fertilizer prices posing big challenges. Biofuel output has increased on average by 4% per year over the last 5 years, but it needs to increase by an average of 13% per year to reach an 11 exajoules EJ target by 2030, the Paris-based intergovernmental agency said. Biomass-based diesel, for instance, has expanded at an average of 9% worldwide for the past 5 years. Existing and announced projects would cover half of the increase in demand, assuming they all go ahead, IEA said. IEA first released the report titled Net Zero by 2050, a roadmap for the global energy sector in 2021, and looks at various pathways to reduce emissions produced in electricity generation, transport, industry, and other sectors. In its latest update, the agency has raised its estimates for global emissions to 2030 to reflect the extremely strong rebound in economic activity and emissions in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as the failure to act in recent years at the speed envisaged in our original report. Modern liquid biofuel demand, including gasoline, diesel, marine and aviation fuels, may increase by 200% before peaking around 2040, IEA said. After that, IEA expects a continued phase-out of internal combustion engine cars, with reduced biofuel demand for road transport and maritime and aviation uses will see more biofuel use. Finding feedstocks. As per the IEA report, availability and utilization of sustainable feedstocks remains a key obstacle in scaling up global biofuels production. The total potential resource base of all kinds of sustainable bioenergy is estimated at around 100 EJ, of which only 10 EJ is currently used to make biofuels, IEA said. As per the report, advanced feedstocks such as tallow, used cooking oil, food wastes, and crop residues currently accounted for only 12% of biofuel production. In 2030, almost 40% of biofuel production is expected to come from advanced feedstocks, which are not in conflict with food and feed production. This also includes crops grown on marginal wasteland, agricultural and forestry residues, and residue oils, fats, and grease. The usage of this is also projected to increase by 2050 to 75% of total biofuel production, according to the IEA. An estimated 20 metric tons of residue oils, fats, and grease are generated annually, which can be used in biofuel production, the report said.
Here they said 20 metric ton. In the report is 20 MT. I believe that means million ton, so should be 20 million ton. And also from this report, used cooking oil is kind of advanced feedstock because it does not conflict with food and feed products.
However, several challenges such as productivity, collection, technological advancement, emission, and sustainability, amongst others, remain key hindrances for both government and industry in scaling up feedstock availability in a bid to boost biofuel output. Feedstock crops grown on marginal and wasteland hold potential to expand supply of feedstock enough to achieve the increases in supply projected in the NZE scenario, IEA noted, adding that technological advancement is required to scale up biofuel production. As agricultural commodity markets are facing unprecedented volatility, feedstock is the biggest operating cost factor for biorefineries, S&P Global Commodity Insights said in a report September 5th.
Let's listen to the news in Chinese.
全球生物燃料产量在实现净零排放目标方面之后，国际能源署作者 A different conditionality summary of pending 亮点到2040年公路运输的生物燃料需求将达到峰值，需要扩大原料基础以增加供应。生物柴油产量每年增长 9%， 全球能源行业二氧化碳净零排放增长速度不够快。2050年，国际能源署在9月26日更新的净零排放路线图中表示，其中包含原料和食品的可用性，化肥价格构成巨大挑战。这家总部位于巴黎的政府间机构表示，在过去5年中，生物燃料产量平均每年增长 4%， 但需要平均每年增长 13%， 才能在2030年之前达到11万亿欧元 EG 的目标。
Here they said the biofuel industry did not increase enough to meet net zero target in 2040. They said actually they increased by 4%, but it should be 13%, so we should do 9% more.
例如，生物制柴油在过去5年中全球平均增长了 9%。国际能源署表示，假设现有和已宣布的项目将覆盖需求增长的一半。国际能源署首次发布了题为到2050年实现净零排放2021年全球能源行业路线图的报告，并探讨了减少发电、运输、工业和其他领域排放的各种途径。国际能源署在其最新更新中将其对全球排放量的估计提高到2030年，以反映 COVID-19 疫情之后经济活动和排放的极强劲反弹，以及近年来未能以我们最初报告所设想的速度采取行动。国际能源署表示，包括汽油、柴油、船用和航空燃料在内的现代液体生物燃料需求可能会增加 200%， 然后在2040年左右达到峰值。此后，国际能源署预计继续逐步淘汰内燃机汽车将减少道路运输的生物燃料需求，海运和航空用途将更多的使用生物燃料。
And here they said the biofuel in the road transportation, that means internal combustion engine, will peak in 2035 or 2040, but biofuel in the ocean shipping and aviation will keep growing.
寻找原料，根据国际能源署的报告，可持续原料的供应和利用仍然是扩大全球生物燃料生产的关键障碍。国际能源署说，据估计，各种可持续生物能源的潜在资源基础约为100亿欧元，其中目前只有10亿欧元用于制造生物燃料。根据该报告，牛脂、用过的食用油、食物垃圾和作物残留物等先进原料目前仅占生物燃料产量的 12%。到2030年，预计将近 40% 的生物燃料产量将来自与食品和饲料生产不冲突的先进原料。这还包括在边缘荒地上种植的农作物、农业和林业残留物以及残留油、脂肪和油脂。根据国际能源署的数据，预计到2050年，其使用量将增加到生物燃料总产量的 75%。报告称，估计每年产生2000吨残留油、脂肪和油脂， 可用于生物燃料的生产。但是生产力、收集、技术进步、排放和可持续性等一些挑战仍然是政府和行业扩大原料供应以提高生物燃料产量的主要障碍。国际能源署指出，在边缘和荒地上种植的原料作物有可能扩大原料供应，足以实现新泽西情景中预计的供应增长，并补充说，扩大生物燃料生产需要技术进步。标普全球大宗商品洞察在9月5日的一份报告中表示，由于农产品市场面临前所未有的波动，原料是生物炼油厂最大的运营因素。
I didn't stop the report, but they have a few mistake in the translation. The first, for the 20 MT should be 20 million ton, and also joule, that's a power unit, is not euro dollar, and also that NZE in report they translate to New Jersey something, but should be net zero emission. Okay, thanks for watching.